Hello Queens and Kings, my name is Thandeka Shabangu. Welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Welcome to today's tutorial where we'll be doing our Ndebele pattern. So this tutorial will be in 3 parts. We'll have part 1, part 2 and part 3. We'll be focusing on the pattern and not really on the stitch. Yes, I realized that in this channel we've been focusing more on Zulu stitch, but I haven't really dwelled into the Ndebele pattern, so we are going to get started on our Ndebele patterns. So what materials will we be using for this tutorial? We're going to be using our 8 knot zest bead. Make sure that you have a lot of white because this pattern is going to use up a lot of white. And then you have different other colors and your black beads too. So you're going to use your 8 knot size zest beads. You're going to use your upholstery thread, and then you're going to use your needle. So let's get started. So you're going to start with your thread and your upholstery thread and your needle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie 2 knots, one on top of another. I'm going to use a single thread, meaning I don't join the 2 ends of the thread together. Instead, I'm just going to tie the knot on one part of the thread. So here's my knot, and then I'm going to pick up 2 white beads. 2 white beads. So when you're starting with Ndebele stitch, we start off with the ladder stitch for the foundation. So what you're going to do, you have your 2 white beads. You're going to go insert your needle into the first bead that you picked up, the first bead that you picked up, only on that bead, like this, and then you pull your needle, your thread. So this is what you have. The beads are sitting next to each other, and then you go back to the next door neighbor bead, insert your needle there, and then you pull. So it will be positioned next to each other like this. So for your foundation, this is a ladder stitch. So you're going to keep adding these beads next to each other. So I'm going to pick up another white bead. You insert it into the previous bead. And then back to the bead that you recently picked up. You see? Then you pick up 1 bead. You insert your needle into the previous bead. And then you insert your needle into the bead that you recently picked up. And then you pull. Make sure it's nice and tight. You pick up 1 bead. You insert your needle into the previous bead that you picked up. And then insert your needle back to the recent bead that you picked up. And you pull. You pick up another bead. So this is a ladder stitch. Insert your needle into the previous bead, and then you insert your needle back to the bead that you recently picked up. So this is what you're going to keep doing until in total you have 28 beads. That is going to be our foundation, the first row for our belt. So you're going to make sure that you have 28 beads next to each other, and then you're going to keep going in the same way that we have been moving. So then we're going to come back. I am going to come back while I'm done, when I'm done with the picking up the 28 beads. So here are my 28 beads. As you can see, they look a bit skew. So if you have your beads a bit skewed, do not worry. Yeah, it's quite normal. So now you're going to do a second row. So we're going to turn and start a new row on top of this row. So another thing that I would like to, a tip that I'd like to give out is to make sure that you count your beads again and be sure. And another thing, when it comes to Ndebele stitch, this part, the first line is the foundation. The number of beads always have to be an even number, because what you're going to do, you're going to move in groups of two beads. So if you have an odd number, that means you have to start again. So just count and make sure that everything is in the right place and the number of beads are even. So we have 28 beads with you. So now we're going to turn and start a new row. Remember, I just mentioned that you're going to move in twos. So you're going to pick up 2 white beads. So the next row that we are going to make is going to be another white. Nicely, and then you move your needle up like this in the next bead. Insert your needle on your third bead in the row. That's where you're going to insert your needle, moving up. And then, because we're moving in groups of 2, in pairs actually, because we're moving in pairs, not group, ne? Because we have 2. Because we're moving in pairs, you're going to pick up 2 white beads. Insert your needle into the next bead. Pull slowly to avoid knots. The next door, you move up. Now you're going to pick up a pair of white beads. Insert your needle here, next door. So this is how you're going to move. You're going to do up, pick up a pair, move down, move up, pick up a pair, move down, move up, pick up a pair, move down. Move up, move up, pick up a pair. This is my pear, not pear the fruit. This is my, is it pear or pearl? There's no master of pronunciation. I would see from the show, the Steve Harvey show. What was the name of the show? Family Feud, South Africa. At that in that show, you realize that we pronounce words so differently. So differently. There's an episode where the contestant was saying pasta, and then Steve thought it was a pasta, like pasta the food. And actually he was mentioning a pasta like a preacher. So this is how you're going to move until we get to the last bead. So I'm going to come back. So now they look like daisies. Imagine if you just had one yellow bead at the center, it would be like a flower. I'll come back. So this is where we are, because you've been doing your daisies until you get to the end. So this is the last daisy that I'm going to make. They really look like daisies. They look like cute daisies. So you're going to pick up a pair of beads, and then you want to move down like this. So now I'm just going to flip it like this. You have to move up. No? So what you're going to do, there is like a bridge connecting the first bead and the second bead. So what you're going to do, you're going to insert your needle into this bridge so that it hooks nicely, so that your thread hooks nicely, and then you go back at the top like this. And then you pull. Here we go. So now we're going to start adding, we're going to now start with our pattern. So what we're going to do, we're going to we're going to add 5 white beads. So the first pair, we're going to have 2 white beads. So you want to move the very same way you're moving. Up, pick up a pair, move down. Up, pick up a pair, move down. And then the second part, you're going to pick up 2 white beads. So here, the first white beads are going to be, we're going to have 5 white beads. So for the next pair, because we already have 4, this means for the next pair, you're going to pick up 1 white and 1 black. Move down, and then you move up, you pick up a pair, and then you move down. So now we're going to pick up 2 black beads for the second pair. 2 black beads. So you're going to have 5 white beads, 3 black beads. So this is us creating the 3 black beads. You move down. Then you move up like this. So what we're going to do also, we're going to pick up our 5 white beads. So for the first pair, we're going to have 2 white beads. The second pair, we're going to have 2 white beads. I like this pattern because it is quick. So for the second, the another pair, we're going to pick up 1 white bead and 1 black bead. Then you're going to pick up one black bead and then white bead. So you're going to start with your black bead and then white bead. Insert it nicely. So now you're going to make sure that you're going to have 5 white beads, including this bead. So now you're just going to add 4 more white beads. So the first pair is going to be 2 white beads. Then the second pair is going to be another 2 white beads. So in total we have 5 white beads. So now we're going to do the same thing that we did here. We're going to pick up 3 black beads and then 5 white beads. 3 black beads and then 5 white beads. So now we're going to turn. So when you turn, so we're going to do the same thing that we did here at the bottom where we were hooking our thread in order for us to go back on top. So if you look closely, there are those threads that are connecting. So what you're going to do, you're going to insert your needle under those threads that are connecting so that your thread can, and then you insert your needle up. And then you are ready to start your next line. So for this line, firstly, we're going to have 4 white beads. So for your first pair, you're going to pick up 2 white beads. Then for your second pair, you're going to pick up 2 white beads. So you have 4 white beads. Now you're going to pick up 2 black beads. And then you are going to pick up 1 color bead and 1 black bead. 1 color bead and 1 black bead. So for me, I decided for my color, I'm going to use red and black. So now you're going to continue with 5 white beads. So you're going to pick up 2 white beads. Then another 2 white beads. This stitch is so quick. Yo, I am so impressed. It is a very quick stitch. So now you're going to pick up 1 white bead and 1 black bead. in order for you to have 5 white beads. So you're going to pick up 1 white bead and 1 black bead. See? Now you're going to pick up 1 black bead and 1 white bead. Then you're going to have 5 beads. So you already have you're going to have 5 white beads. So you already have the first white bead. Now we're just going to add our remaining 4 white beads. So for your first pair, you're going to pick up 2 white beads. And then for the next pair, you're going to pick up another 2 white beads. Something happened here with my thread. Let me just fix that quickly. Oh, it got hooked. There we go. So you pick up your 2 white beads. So now you're going to do what you did here by introducing a color. So you're going to pick up 1 black bead and 1 color, but your color will be different from the color that you introduced on your right. So I am deciding on using yellow. So I'm going to pick up 1 black and 1 color. You're going to decide on the color that you love. I love yellow, orange, all the colors. If it's bright and shiny, it's me. So now, as you can see, after the color, it's 2 black beads. So you're also going to pick up your 2 black beads. And then you pick up the remaining 4 beads, 4 white beads. So now we're starting our new line. So at the beginning, you're going to have 3 white beads. So your first 2 beads will be from your first pair. Then you pick up 1 white bead and 1 black bead. There's 1 white bead and 1. Now you're going to pick up 1 color and 1 black bead. The color that you're going to pick up is going to be a different color from the color that you have from the yellow. So I've decided on a light powder blue. I insert my needle. So you pick up color and black bead. And then you pick up yellow bead and a black bead. So that will align with your color. So at this point, you are going to pick up one white bead and one black bead. One white bead and one black bead. And then next door, you're going to pick up two white beads. Going to pick up one white and one black bead. Then you pick up a black bead and a white bead. So the nice thing about this pattern is that is it asymmetrical or symmetrical, whereby the half of this part will be the same as this part. The only thing that will be different are the colors. So from the half of this, you had your black, your three white beads, one black and then white. So you're going to pick up those three white beads. So you already have one bead, one white bead. So you're going to pick up another two white beads. So you do the same that you did on the other side. It's like the math rule. What you do on one side, you do on another. Together, class. Now you're going to pick up black and white. Now you're going to pick up one black and one red. Black and red. And then you pick up black and a different color. So it's a new color that you're going to introduce. And I have decided on green. So one black, one green. Now you're going to pick up black and white. Then you pick up two white beads. You're going to turn by inserting your needle under the thread, like here, and then insert it up. Start a new line. Oops, now it's too bright. So this is a new row. This is the last row that we'll be doing. So you want to pick up your two white beads. And then you're going to pick up black and green. Black and green. So for this row, I'm going to just move quick and fast with it. Then you pick up green and black. So I'm not going to show you the process. I'm just going to tell you the beads that you pick up. You pick up red and black, then you pick up white and black, then you pick up black and white, then you pick up white and black, then you pick up black and white, then you pick up white and black. Did I mention this white and black? I feel like I mentioned this white and black. So I'm just going to show you the process so that you don't get confused. Then you pick up black and white, then you pick up black and yellow, then you pick up black and blue, then you pick up blue and black, then you pick up 2 whites. You hook your thread by inserting your needle under the connecting thread, then you move up. I'm not sure if we should do one more line or we should stop here. Let's do one more line. So white and black, going to pick up white and black, then you pick up 2 blue, then you pick up blue and black, then pick up yellow and black, then you pick up white and black. So now you're going to introduce a new color. So you're going to pick up 1 color and 1 black. So I decided on this light green. So you pick up this color and 1 black, then you pick up 1 white and 1 black, then you pick up 1 black and 1 white, then you pick up 1 black and 1 color. So you make sure that the color bead that you're going to pick up is the same as this color, because now you're going to make an arrow, so your arrow has to be the same color. So I picked up my green again and my black, then you pick up 1 black and 1 white, and then you pick up 1 black and 1 red, then you pick up 1 black and 1 green, then you pick up 2 green beads, then you pick up a black and white bead, so this is where we're going to stop with our part 1, and then on the next video we're going to continue with our pattern. That's where we're going to start seeing our arrows at the center shaping up. And then another thing that we're also going to do on the part 2 video, I'm going to show you how to add your thread, because your thread is going to run out as you continue. So we're going to see how we're going to add our thread with our Ndebele stitch. Thank you so much for watching, Queens and Kings. I love you guys so much. Remember to love yourself, respect yourself, honor yourself, and have fun. See you on the next video. Bye.